Hello there guys, gals and non-binary pals, and welcome back to Mafia Monday. I am Ollie Johnson and I'm joined by Murasaki's Pit. Mura, how you doing?
Hello there, boys, girls, and people of unspecified gender and species. As I'm assuming dogs can apparently watch YouTube as well, considering there's a whole channel for them. I'm doing well. Seriously, dog TV is a thing.
I mean, I believe it. My dogs watch TV. I think Douglas had a favourite advert.
Oh yeah, they love dogs. Animals can enjoy TV. Like there was like literal YouTube videos for cats and shit.
Yep. Okay, so before we do anything, I'm gonna check to see if the audio is working.
That would be worthwhile. It's one of the reasons I was doing some jibber jabber.
Yeah, I'll
Oh, and by the way, I have PS1 era AJ Styles now in 2K25.
Excellent.
It's weird, but it's there. Like, and the best part is, R-Truth's PS1 equivalent, in his entrance, he has like muffled audio in his entrance, like it was recorded on a PS1. It was a recording you'd hear on a PS1 game.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you've got to admire the fucking detail there.
Yeah, okay, the audio works.
Yeah.
Well, intended for certain audiences.
Yeah, certain audiences who like Yakuza or forehead veins.
Or the other unfettered weebery of our gaming habits.
Yeah. Also, weird thing during our streams, it's not Vetra that's coming to bother us anymore.
Really?
Garrus is just sitting there watching.
Ah.
Yeah, I think he's a brains melting. He's just staring.
Right. Okay.
Oh
so
no!
there are no visible side quests. So
yeah, I think we can test that so we can actually make that whole progress thing. Seriously, ever since you started making that joke about the fact that you need to go see side quests and shit,
yeah,
I've seen so many t-shirts or memes or socks all about it. They're all about side questing.
Yeah, I shouldn't have come up this road.
No, because this is the side questing stuff. Yeah, this is the whole thing we did to fight Kazuchika.
Yes. Oh. Cutscene.
人んちの庭で好き放題やってくれますの。桐生さん。小清水。あんたにはいっぺん広島の喧嘩味合わせちゃろうと思うとった。
Why are you chucking that to me?
音に聞こえた堂島の竜が相手じゃ。
It'd be funny if you just went, you know what, fuck my no-kill rule and just shot the guy through the dick. Ah! You know, like Harry Potter with guns.
わしら、広瀬のじいさんに話があっての。とある赤ん坊を探しとるんじゃ。あんた、じいさんの居所、知っとるの？ああ。ほう。俺もあんたに聞きたいことがある。ハルトを狙う理由だ。あの子に一体何の価値があるのか。
本家若頭のあんたなら知ってるよな。
とどのつまり、お互い聞きたいことは力ずくで聞くしかないって。
I'm the one asking the questions, boy.
そうみてえだな。
あんたと会うてからずっとこん時を待っちょった。
すぐ後悔することになる。
You'll come to regret that.
望むところじゃ。
Sanji Koshimizu.
He wears a knife and has that red suit, but he's nothing like that guy from Zero. As much as he tries.
Red suit from Zero. I'm not.
The guy who acted like what Majima acts like now.
Ah.
You remember the guy we fought in the nightclub? He literally called the police at one point on himself.
Yeah.
To up the tension.
Oh yeah.
The guy who said he was getting a hard-on from fighting and everything. And then it was like, dude, we're in a cell together and you literally fight me, you put up a good fight. Hell, if that isn't a perfect relationship, I don't know what is.
No, there seems to be a counter move I'm trying to do. Like a heat action. But it's not.
Is it the one where you slip by where you let him slip by?
I think it might be. But
Yeah, I think that's the when you press the block button, you can parry them if you time it right. Is it the one that I think
action that keeps coming up, but I keep missing it, and I'm wondering which one it is. But it seems to come up when he attacks, but only sometimes. Ah, fuck it.
He comes out at night, mostly.
I've been playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Quick time events, they've got shit on me now.
I mean, I'm still getting the hang of the dodging thing, and they have just gotten to the point where it's starting to mix it up.
I never dodge.
Yeah,
I mostly parry, or I take the hit.
I know, but I took when I fought that big goblin thing, it did kept doing 90 damage, and I did go into one dungeon before I should have, where a thing got 10 attacks.
Yeah.
And I knew it did 10 in a row because I dodged most of them.
What difficulty are you playing on, by the way? Story mode or expedition mode? I assume you're not going on hard.
Oh no, not going to go on hard on something that I'm not familiar with. My reflexes aren't what they used to be. I'm old, and my fingers don't work the way they used to. That's not a euphemism.
Trigger says hard on. Oh, Trigger, how you doing?
Oh, yes. Well, I think Trigger was there for that one.
Let me get the
for that
heat action on. Oh, never mind then.
Ollie, this man isn't worthy of a heat action. Fuck him. Fuck him and his generic face. I mean, I know they're all textured now.
I mean, that particular red suit does go hard, I'm not gonna lie, but,
Yeah, again. Bottle in the face! Take that, you textured fool!
If you could get knocked out by that guy, you didn't deserve a heat action.
Kiryu took a bottle to the back of the head and he just turned around and tossed the guy through a piano.
That's one of my favourite gifs for Yakuza, is him taking the bottle to the back of the head and just turning around menacingly.
My favourite one is still Majima coming out of the bin.
それより小清水を起
Or
こせ。
anything involving Goromi.
そいつに聞きたいことがある。
そんな必要はねえよ。
Not as
Hello.
textured as a Western face.
I know. Look, ever since we moved on to this era, you know.
They've been more textured, but
I know. I can't make my textureless fool jokes.
どうせ大したことしちゃいねえから。桐生さん、あんたが知りたいことは全部この俺が知ってる。
Red Dead had some textured faces.
さてと、
I should play Red Dead Redemption 2 at some point.
まああれだ。まずは一言謝っとかなきゃいけねえな。
This man.
あんたんとこの坊主。
Yeah, you kidnapped a kid and went dark. That's usually not a good thing.
小清水たちが坊主のことを探し始めてたんでね。俺もちょっと余裕がなかったんだ。
ほいならほいで連絡くれりゃよかったんじゃ。わしら最初はおやさんがハルトをさらったと思っとったんで。
お前らをどこまで巻き込むか、なかなか腹が決まんなくてな。
どういう意味かいの？
俺にはさ、ずっと前からお前らに隠してきたことがある。キルさん、あんたにもだ。沢村遥って女の子とそこの坊主はね、この町を出てからカムロ町で事故に遭うまでの間、ずっとこの俺が面倒見てたんだ。
おやさん、なんじゃそりゃ。わしら今までそがのこと一言も聞いとらせんで。動画になったんじゃ。
誰にも知られないようにかくまってやる必要があったんだ。その坊主は生まれる前からいろんな連中に狙われる運命でね。あの達川が坊主の父親じゃなかったってことは、桐生さんが鴨野町で確かめた通りだよ。坊主の本当の父親は別にいる。そいつから坊主が受け継いだ血筋に価値を感じる連中が山ほどいるってわけだ。
広瀬の親分、それじゃあなたはハルトの本当の父親を知ってるんですね。
You must know who his father actually is,
そい
right?
つはあんたもよく知ってる
Ghost
男だよ、桐
Napper.
生さん。
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You got any witnesses?
何？
坊主の本当の父親はね、
まさかお前が。
宇佐美優太。俺らの目の前にずっといたそいつが沢村ハルトの父親だ。
Kiryu's about ready to kill him.
He's about 110% done with all this shit. I'm done with this. Tell me who I need to punch and be done with it.
Chapter 10 Blood Law.
Blood law? Are we breaking the law? We're breaking the law.
Oh god.
Don't worry, we won't be getting that again. Even though he's going to be voicing Kiryu again, they are not. They are actually using. I don't know if they're using AI or using something else to do all the karaoke stuff. It's been confirmed he's not doing any of the karaoke shit. Though once he was announced that they were doing an English dub, people did say they were cancelling their pre-orders.
Of what? Sorry.
Of Yakuza 0 on the Switch.
Oh, so the Switch version's gonna have the dub.
It's gonna have an English dub, but while they have got Yongye back to do Kiryu, he's not gonna be doing. He's gonna be the only one not doing karaoke. Like they're getting either. I don't know if they. I can't remember if they're getting someone else to do it, or they're getting like AI or some shit to do it. Either way, I don't care for an English dub anyway. I'm just so used to it just being all Japanese.
Thanks for letting me know we're doing these in the dub when they get a chance.
We are not doing it in a dub. We are not. I refuse. I refuse to do an English dub. It's just that look. I'm not letting the cancer come back. It will manifest if I have to listen to that shit.
The tragic thing about it is like most of the dub cast is pretty good. And
I know it's just one guy.
Yongye's not a bad voice actor. I just don't think he was well cast in the role of Kiryu.
He wasn't. I don't care if he's got the blessing of the creator. He just isn't good at it. Like, and you can tell he's not good at it because they needed to use filters and everything when it came to karaoke because he cannot sing.
Well, like,
look, the best thing we got out of it is we got a load of memes of him crying with "I earned Kiryu."
Like, I don't want to dogpile on the guy. I'm sure he's.
Oh, no, obviously not. He's had enough dogpiling and people pissing on him publicly.
Yeah. But like, Takiya Kuroda's Kiryu, the one we're hearing now, that voice is iconic.
Yeah.
Yongye's Kiryu puts me in mind of Roger the Alien trying to do a Solid Snake impression. It's just like.
It's a very apt comparison.
Like,
look, I think honestly, it wouldn't have gone on over as bad if he hadn't reacted the way he had to negative criticism.
And I say again, the rest of the cast for the dub is good.
I mean, there's no Mark Hamill for Majima, but we can't have everything.
I mean, Matt Mercer's still good, though. I would also prefer it be Mark Hamill, but even Mark Hamill doesn't remember voicing Majima. Even Mark Hamill doesn't remember when Mark Hamill voiced Majima, so why would the general audience?
ちょ待て、ユータ。お前、はるかちゃんとそのゴムとかつけんかったんか。
Who's it that voices Kasuga?
Everybody punch. Everybody punch everybody else.
自然とそうなったから。だって一回だけだったんす。まさか一回だけで。このバカだね。よせ。今そんなことしてる場合じゃねえ。親分、俺には腑に落ちません。ユータ本人も知らなかったのに、なんであなたはハルトの父親がユータだと。確かにそうじゃ。いろいろややこしい話でさ。な、そうだろう。
Where the hell did he come from?
お前は。マスゾエ。
I have been here the whole time, you ignorant fools.
マスオエ。
広瀬さん、
What a
約束は
fool
守って
you
もらい
are.
ますよ。これで俺はもう採用会にも陽明連合会にも戻れなくなる。今あんたに見捨てられたら俺にはもう逃げ場がない。
なら全部ごまかさねえで話せよ。そうすりゃどこでも逃げられるように俺からクルス会長に口聞いてやるから。
話がまるで見えん。一体何ならこりゃ。
Yes, it is I, you grandiloquent peckerheads.
Huh.
It is I, Kiryu Kazuma. You wanna fight? Well, bring it on, you paragons of false idolatry.
なんで俺がユータをボートの父親と知ったかってどこまでだったよな。
Oh god, where's Japanese Maury Polvich when you need him?
沢村遥の入信に気がついたのはこの松江と達川でね。それがなぜかっていうと、こいつらユータのことをガキの頃からずっと監視していたからだ。
ユータを監視？
なんだよそれ。なんで俺が監視されなきゃいけねえんだよ。それはお前が採用会の後継者だからだ。
ああ？
宇佐美優太は採用会の総帥ローの血を引く実の息子だ。
Big Low.
何言ってんの？
ローの息子はジミー・ローは3ヶ月前にカムロ町で殺されたはずだ。話が見えねえぞマスオエ。
ジミー・ローも正真正銘ボスの息子だが、宇佐美優太はその弟。つまりジミー・ローがカムロ町で死んだことでそいつは採用会の正当な後継者になったんだよ。
桐生さんたちにも分かるように説明してやるんだな、舛添よ。
採用会ってのは昔から弱肉強食の大陸を生き抜いてきた中国マフィアだ。だがその内部でもボスの座を狙って手下どもの裏切りが繰り返されてきた。だから採用会のボスはその防止策として血の絆を何より重要視する。
血の絆？血縁ってことか。
ああ、組織の幹部は常にボスと血のつながった身内で固められる。
I'll be honest, 6's story isn't as engaging as the others, and this is coming from someone who sat through 5.
そして組織の跡目を告げるのはボスの血を分けた子供だけだ。だがボスの後継者になる子供が2人以上いれば何が起きるか分かんだろう。跡目争いだ。後継者一人一人にそれを担ぎ出す派閥が生まれて組織は敵味方に割れる。だからそれを避けるために採用会歴代のボスは2番目以降の息子を遠くに送って隔離してきた。殺さずに生かしておくのは長男にもしものことがあった時後継者の保険になるからだ。
ユータがその保険っちゅうわけか。そんじゃこいつも混じりっ気なしの中国人なんか。
そんな話急に言われたって信じられるかよ。信じる信じないはそっちの勝手だ。だがお前は親のことを何も知らず物心つく前から施設で育ったろうが。俺と達川はそんなお前をガキの頃からずっと陰で保護してきたんだよ。真実に気づかせないように死なさないように何年もの間な。それが採用会から俺たちに与えられた命令だった。
Little orphan Annie.
You may now laugh at the little orphan Annie joke.
You know what? It was funny then and it's funny now. Ha ha ha! Little orphan Annie.
What do you mean they blew up the Death Star?
そう仕向けるためにお前好みの中国娘を手配したのは俺だったがそれもお前が万が一後継者になる場合に備えてのことだ俺たちはお前のすべてをすぐそばから監視していた何から何まで俺のことを
We say this as on the week that we realise that Darth Vader AI in Fortnite is a bad idea.
Well, like I was saying to you earlier, they put it in a online shooter.
I told you this. Like the set, you put it in a competitive online shooter with a bunch of children.
And what do you expect to happen?
Honestly, it was inviting. What happened? It's only a miracle it didn't happen sooner. Every time they do this and they think, hey, let's put this AI thing in a place with, you know, very hostile and opinionated fellows. This'll never come back to bite us. Oh dear.
This is the most predictable result imaginable. It's...
I can't wait for it to be a thing where and suddenly this happened. Fortnite, the creators of Fortnite said this is the last thing they wanted. Even though they'd been warned by props. Do you think someone was in that room and went, do you people seriously not realise how bad of an idea this is? Didn't you learn anything from from when they did it on Twitter? Or when Microsoft tried to create something like this? I bet they went, oh, this guy's just boring. Kick him out, and he's screaming, mark my words! Within the first 2 hours, it'll be screaming slurs! And then as soon as it happens, he's on his couch with a beer going, called it!
The Leonardo DiCaprio meme. I fucking knew it!
I knew it! You all said I was crazy! He just like throws a chair at the TV. See that, Tommy Wiseau? That's actual frustration. And yes, I'm mocking that scene where he's meant to be angry and he's just pushing things over and acting slightly annoyed. Grr, I am angry. Grr. This is what anger looks like, right?
I mean, it was the most obvious thing imaginable, as I say. Breaking news. Terrible idea goes exactly the way we all knew it would.
When it happens, though, I can just imagine every shareholder and everyone in the building who said it was a bad idea did the collective naked gun head slap me.
Yeah.
その後、採用会がカムロ町に進出してきたが、俺と達川はそのまま隠し通すつもりだった。だがそうもいかなくなっちまった。
ローの長男がカムロ町で岩見恒夫に殺されたからか。
ああ、そうだ。ジミー・ローが殺されたことでユータは後継者の保険から本命に格上げされた。そして組織はユータを採用会の後継者として迎え入れるために徹底的にその身辺を洗い始めた。つまり俺らの隠したヘマがバレんのは時間の問題だった。だから俺と達川は
It's like, hey, we're going to put Trigger in a room with these people who are very easily offended. Nothing can go wrong, right? Trigger grins. Or a better example is like sticking Vince McMahon in a bodybuilding place and go, now listen here, Vince. Don't you sign all these talents to top contracts and to be the main stars of your promotion, all right?
I heard the words "sign all of these."
And he waits for the god and then just grins. Because, you know, he loves muscles in that platonic way.
Don't do it. I heard do it. I'm sure that other word was irrelevant.
Apparently, he's very upset with Stephanie and Triple H. Like, he will not speak to them. Like, he's literally on a whole, I have no daughter. And throwing wine in the fireplace. Apparently he's not forgiven them for voting for him to not come back.
Okay, I can understand both points of view. Hi Pete, how you doing?
I can just imagine Vince like holding a grudge. And when it comes to Christmas, he like sends the like because of his humor. They'll maybe get him like a present to like just show there's no hard feelings, and he'll give him a box, and it's just gonna be like a bag of dicks or shit or something.
I have no son. Oh my god, this isn't my house. Oh, I hate it when plans do that.
No, you prefer when plans all come together.
Yeah, I love when that happens.
You think? Well, now he's out of the company, though. Do you think that Vince just sits at home, like with the lights off, glaring, because he now has to understand what he's now just learning what his home looks like without doing business? Because if the story's to be believed, he doesn't live like a normal person. Like, he doesn't just like sit down and watch TV. He's like always at the kitchen table working. Like, I doubt he's had a new TV in years. Or a new camera. Like, it'd be like kind of like you living in the same house for 30, 40 years and then finally discovering, oh shit, we have a living room? Yeah. Fuck, this is the couch? Which leads me to wonder, what does a couch that's never been sat on and just sitting in the living room for 40 years feel like?
Oh, looks like we got a brawl coming.
Oh yeah, we got a brouhaha.
PS6 brawl.
Oh no. Ollie, I think we might be coming towards the end.
Yes. So where do we get to that scuba diving thing? Because I missed that on my initial playthrough.
I have no clue.
Okay, tell you what, we'll do Yakuza Like a Dragon in the dub. Because it has...
No! Okay, maybe. Okay,
because it has George Takei in it and doesn't have Young Ye.
Okay, George Takei is questionable for other reasons, but... Hello.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of George Takei in general, but I'm more a Leonard Nimoy guy. Not a William Shatner guy at all.
Oh no. I mean,
Look,
he's well documented for being, well, let's not.
I know, but look, all I'm going to say on the matter of when it comes to the original Star Wars cast, as bad as William Shatner is, there's a reason literally everybody else on the cast literally wanted nothing to do with George towards the end.
Oh. Time for the fighty. All of you stand back.
All of you stand back. I'm Kiryu fucking Kazuma. My fists are literal registered weapons, and that's not an edgy thing that you'd say as a kid. The edgy thing a kid would say, the kind of thing. It's literally, you know, I could take down a country. I'm the closest thing to Yujiro Hajime this entire series has. I know Ollie's never seen Baki, but yeah, Yujiro is basically so strong that he's basically considered a weapon against any country he's in. The man who defeated America.
Superman punch. Defeat the Men in Black. Well, that organization has gone downhill.
Don't forget, there's one Viz comic I've got to find to send you. It's one about Edgar Allan Poe. And it's made by that artist that you know, that particular one that you know of.
Oh, I think I know the one you mean.
Yeah, he's trying to do his very macabre readings, but he's always got he keeps wearing this hat that's got an arse that keeps farting and doing the armpit thing with the cannibal arms. So people keep laughing at his scary stories, mainly because they're laughing at his hat, and he doesn't seem to understand. Even when he goes, I don't understand. People are just not laughing, are just not terrified of my macabre and dark stories. Maybe I'm just not trying hard enough. Maybe. Or maybe it's the fact that you're wearing a hat with an arse that farts and makes armpit sounds. So they give him a different hat and it's just the same problem. He wears a sombrero that keeps farting and speaking in Spanish and blaming other people. God, we are seeing a lot of baby football.
Don't throw the baby.
I know that, and they're not even supporting his head. That's the problem I have right here. I'm saying this as a dad. Yeah. Depending on how old the baby is, you support the head.
Yeah, the skull isn't formed yet for quite a while.
That's why me and Trigger were all like feeling really uncomfortable when we mentioned that crack baby.
Kick the baby. Don't kick the baby.
I like how they're all just sitting watching, like, I don't want to touch it because I don't want to be involved. Okay, I'm not even... I love how they just stand there like, yeah, I'm not even mad about that guy taking the baby. That was actually impressive.
Yeah.
That was a great cat. Like, all fighting aside, clap, clap, clap.
Yeah. That was... Oh, it's Jungi-han.
Jungi-han. Well, they want that baby for their barbecue. You never had baby back ribs? Making baby back ribs with an actual baby. We wiped out your mafia before, and I'll do it again.
I'll fucking do it again.
That was a Joji thing, by the way. The trial of Goofy. Where Goofy keeps admitting what he's doing, and his lawyer keeps trying to get him off, even off its prison, even though he's like admitting it. But I did it. Yeah, we know you did it. Look, do you want to go to jail? No. Look, you need to cooperate, okay? Look, Mickey's paying me a lot to try and keep you out of prison. But I did it. Yeah, I know you did it. Everyone knows you fucking did it. But I need you to just cooperate, okay? 10 seconds within the room. I murdered. I did it. The diamonds told me to.
Clarence Skill has made me better at QuickTime events, I must say.
I still don't like QuickTime events, but they're nowhere near as egregious as they used to be.
Yeah.
I think we can agree on that they are no longer the obnoxious...
It used to be every other fucking game.
Yeah, it's very much and I know you love doing this. You liked my cake the first time when I gave you Shenmue. In goes the cake.
You liked my cake the first time, so you must love my cake. In goes the cake. I don't know what video he said that on, or I'd find it for you.
Also, little shout out to Adam 1PA coming back.
Yeah, Blumco. I'm glad he's doing his thing again.
And also, fuck you, Top 10 Wrestling.
I don't know what you're talking about there.
Jumping on that entire thing and trying to throw Adam under the bus with no evidence and then trying to cower out of it. Literally the day that witnesses came forward and said, no, that's all bullshit. I would respect him more if he just apologised for the shit he did. He basically made a bunch of videos where he shit all over Adam for alleged stuff. And now his comment sections are full of people going, so you're not going to apologise for you jumping on the bandwagon and you're just going to pretend you never made those videos at all?
So
I mean,
Mickey,
I'm all
you're
for...
divorcing Minnie because she's crazy. I didn't say she was crazy. I said she was fucking goofy.
I did see one where Goofy slept with Minnie and they have to keep it secret, and then he goes to a barbecue where Mickey's like, he's just looking at Mickey, and he's like, oh, you're such a good friend, I can't keep this from you. I've been sleeping with Minnie, I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. And Minnie's like, but I was away for like the past 2 months. And it turns out it was just Mickey in drag. Mickey! Ha! No wonder you had a penis!
Yuta.
兄貴
ハルトはどうなった？
それが俺も途中ではぐれちまったんでハルトのことは頭が連れて逃げてます。うまく連中を振り切っててくれればいいんすけど。
どうなったかわからねえってことか。
ええ、でも組の事務所で待ってれば連絡があると思います。
That stuff gives you the green thing that I'm running short on.
Which we kind of need.
Pudding.
I wish for an infinite supply of pudding and now we're drowning.
Now I'm going to buy more for the next time we need healing. Now, stats.
兄貴。兄貴。俺のこと怒ってますよね。はるかさんのこと。
Just you want to be very careful about what you say next.
Choose your next word wisely, Yuta, for they may be your last.
さっきの連中に奪われてしもうたんじゃ。なんだと？あいつら坊ちゃんを奪った後、船に乗り込みよった。
船って、それじゃ追いかけらんないじゃないですか。
Now, young Johnson, you'll die.
踊れはあの子が動画になってもええんか。
いいわけないでしょう。けど、俺はもうさっきから頭の中ぐちゃぐちゃで。
You can process it later.
ハルトが俺の子供とか、中国マフィアのボスが親だったとか。
No, he can't. He's really an
わ
idiot.
けわかんねえよ。
しっかりせんかバカだれ。今いいののやつに船を用意させとるけ。あいつは漁協の連中も捜査に手貸すじゃろう言うとったで。さらわれたんはあのはるかさんの赤ん坊じゃけ。兄貴、聞いての通りじゃ。船まで案内しますけ。おやっさんたちも向かっております。はよ。
I mean, I did buy the PS5 version of Judgment for this run, but if you don't want to do them, we don't have to.
Yeah, if you want to play them, I ain't touching the damn thing with a 50-foot pole.
They ain't that bad. The lack of karaoke is, No, your hands are too weak. Only one of us deserves to hit him now, and that's me.
Your lack of discipline.
And he's dead.
ユタ、俺が今何に一番怒ってるのかわかるか？お前がはるかとやったことでも、それを隠していたことでもねえぞ。
じゃあ、何なんすか？
これまでのお前なら、目の前で赤ん坊をさらわれりゃ、一問二もなく助けてって立ち上がったはずだ。南雲たちのようにな。なのに今、お前が立ち上がれない理由は
No, you're not strangling him hard enough. Your hands are too weak.
Listen, no, your hands are too weak.
それともお前のそのハルトも引いている。
Rock, stop! You're killing him. I want to do that.
だが、どっちにしたって同じことだ。そんなくだらねえもんに惑わされてるんじゃねえ。
Oh, you're getting the business from the dad. Oh man! Now Kiryu's got the mentality of someone you should aspire to be.
Yeah.
お前も結局ローと何も変わりはしねえぞ。
Kiryu is a healthy masculine figure. Apart from
Yes.
the fact that he keeps, like, punching everyone. But
Sometimes you can't communicate. Some people just will not stand to reason. Sometimes you need to punch a motherfucker.
俺の前に面見せんな。
And if you disagree with that, then you're probably one of the motherfuckers that needs punching.
I mean, Kiryu is rarely the instigator of violence, is the thing.
He's an instigator. It's more his reputation, unfortunately, leads people to misunderstand because, you know, the responsibility of having the title he has means some people see him as just a mountain to climb.
Yeah, there's a saying that goes, never become good at something you don't like because they'll never let you stop. And I kind of think that sums up Kiryu pretty well.
Oh, that sums up Kiryu way more than it should, than any other character. But again, he was young. He made some mistakes in his youth. And he is technically paying the price for it because he has the strength to protect what is and the people he cares about. But it came at the price of, you know, other people seeing him as nothing more than to climb, not realizing that there's many reasons to admire Kiryu, but his strength is actually the least of the things you should admire.
Go to the door.
Yosh! こっちはいつでも出れるで、ナギモ。
待ってくれ。
あ？
俺も連れてってください。お願いします。ユウタ。俺はあいつを助けてやりてえんです。なのに俺はあいつがさらわれて今どうなっちまうかわからねえって時に余計なことばっか考えてた。俺はハルトのおむつ何回も変えたんすよ。うんこもしょんべんも何度も引っ掛けられた。でも変えりゃその度にあいつは笑ってくれたんです。俺はもっともっとハルトの笑ってるとこ見たいです。ハルトは
Ah, puppy.
ハルトは俺の子なんです。だから、
Yep.
俺も一緒に行かせてください。
Yes.
Just
See,
get
now
in the
you're
fucking boat.
No, Ollie, you don't understand. This isn't for them. This is for him more than them. He needs to say it himself so he understands it. He understands it himself. I know it sounds weird, but
No, I get it.
sometimes you have those speeches where it's not, you'll say something and it's said like this, and it seems more like you're saying it to them, like you're asking permission, but in reality, you're trying to ask yourself that permission and also showing, you know, the paternal instinct. It's a thing you have, and I'm saying this is coming from someone who's fought for my daughter for most of her life at this point. I fought court systems and social services for my daughter.
Shouldn't have had to.
Shouldn't have had to, but I did. and I won. Because I made it clear, I love my daughter, and I will tear apart anyone who tries to do her harm.
Yeah, but you see, having a kid in the house is clutter.
Now, so see, Ollie, you're saying that I'm gonna have to tie a rock around your legs and toss you into the goddamn river. Granted, the river is not that deep where I live, but yeah, it is summer, so you're probably just gonna be lying there for a while the otters eat at you. I'll smash your crippled legs like a clam on my tummy. Kill the wise one.
The clutter remark was a jab at a very aggressive social worker, by the way. For anyone who
it's not a social worker, it's a housing officer.
Oh, yeah.
They are somewhat worse. They are somewhat worse, although they considered food clutter until they understood what stockpiling was and why it's essential. Sometimes, especially in this post-Brexit world, especially during the virus of unknown origin era, you remember that?
Yeah.
Deliveries were scarce, and up here especially, English tourists kept breaking lockdown, and they stole a co-op van.
Yeah. Also, nothing delivers to where you live, you say. So
Actually, it does. It's just that again, the first time something major happened was the flood, which obviously you know how that works.
Yeah.
Roads don't function, vehicles can't get through.
Canoes
so
down
no
the street, you know.
literal canoe. That's not even a joke.
Yeah.
Second time, snow. Snow meant that no one could get in at one point. In order to get my delivery from Asda up the hill where I live, we literally had to make a pulley system to get my stuff up the street because it was too icy and vehicles could not get up.
Yeah.
Had to help the poor lass that was bringing it, like, get my stuff up the street. And then that snow melts, and that creates a flood.
Oh, by the way, it's nearly your turn.
I know, but cutscene.
Yeah.
But and then another time during COVID, during the Steve Carino virus, we had a delivery coming into the village, and the van got stolen because we had English tourists still trying to camp after being told multiple times, "We're under lockdown, you fucking assholes. Stop turning up at tourist villages." They literally raided the pharmacy to the point the pharmacy had to close down and put down the metal bindings because they were trying to take everything so that the locals couldn't get it. They raided the co-op, and which we only have like one store, and then when they couldn't get anything else out of the co-op, they literally stole the delivery van. Like, they literally stopped the delivery van and stole it so it couldn't make any deliveries to the village. Now, I should point out I hate tourists. I fucking hate them.
After that, I'm not surprised.
No, this solidified why I hate them. I'm glad they get ripped off at, like, shitty coffee shops. The secret of Onomichi is that they have a giant 7-story tall, man with an orange for a head.
I need about 350.
I did pick up a few more cans of Nessie nectar, funnily enough. 350.
日本の黒幕とも太くつながっとるっちゅうんじゃ。それが会長がなんや説明のつかん力を持ってるおかげじゃろうって。尾道の秘密っちゅうのはそのことなんじゃ。
なんじゃその昭和のフィクサーっちゅうのは。
もしかして大道寺実っすか。
大道寺。
おう。
Oh god, those guys.
よ
Not those guys.
テレビでやってたのを見たんで。
戦
The
後
Dido.
なんか事件があるととりあえず何でもそいつのせいだって言われ
Oh,
た
that's the
嫌わ
alarm.
れ者のじいさんですが
Considering that we're right at the end, I don't even think it's going to take us like the full 4 hours.
もバブル崩壊も全部そのフィクション
I think we are literally on the final bit. We are literally taking a trip to the final area. Methinks.
I missed the fishing side quest game again. It's tucked away, isn't it?
I think. I don't know, some of these things might be available in Premium Adventure.
Yeah. I don't need to stream those, I can give it a go.
Yeah.
よ、キリュウさん。悪いが俺といいのは
Oh,
船で待たせて
cutscene
もらう
looks like it's over.
もちろんです。
なあ、お嬢ちゃんたちのこと隠してて悪かったな。俺も迷っちゃいたんだけどよ。坊主が無事でいるうちは俺なりにいろいろ確かめたいことがあってね。まあ結果がこのざまだけどよ。坊主のこと頼むよ、キリュウさん。
Bring the baby back, Kiryu.
いつだったかお嬢ちゃん、親として坊主を育てる自信がついたら沖縄に帰りたいって言って
She
た。
wants to go back to Okinawa.
はるかが。
あの子があんたにも黙って消えたのはさ。いつか
Oh
あん
yeah,
た
have
の
you
ところに
finished
帰る
Pirate
ためだったん
Yakuza
だ
yet?
よ。な
No, I haven't. I was trying to do all the tournaments and stuff last I played it, like in the pirate arena.
おや
Well, one of them doesn't unlock until a story thing, because you've got to do it for a story bit.
Ah,
Raymond Law.
okay. Tagging you in.
Bag.
Time to finish the story.
Hope. No, we've got to turn him heel.
No. What? Why?
Because I'm Samoan. Because I'm the Rock. I'm Samoan, and I have dementia.
Yeah, but he's the main, like, he is the face, as in of the company. What sense does that make?
It makes nothing the Rock did made sense. Because keep in mind, this is the guy who had to be told his match with his match with Roman was not a match people wanted.
お前ら
Ah, yeah. Yo! Wow.
I mean, turning your big star heel is something you do to revitalize them when they've got stale.
You mean like Hulk Hogan in the 90s?
Like Hulk Hogan in the 90s.
Yeah, I think if I ever did a wrestling channel, I think I would spend May doing the Hulkamania tour thing, which would be literally 4 videos, 1 released each week, one being the worst of Hulk Hogan in ring, like the actual things that he did in character, and the best things he did in character. Then 2 videos of the worst things he's done in and out of character, although his lying should count as 1.
What was that last? Oh yeah, that last one he said was he used his Hollywood gimmick for the Netflix Raw debut. It's like,
No, he didn't.
that has a specific outfit that he wasn't wearing. You can see it. It's in recent memory.
Well, this is the guy who claims that his first encounter with Harley Race was Harley Race coming in to where WWF was having a show. He set fire to the ring, met up with Hulk Hogan, shook his hand, thanked him for all the hard work he did for wrestling, and then asked for a job. Okay, several things wrong with that statement. One is that the first encounter with Harley Race, and it has been documented, he beat up Hulk Hogan and put a gun in his face and told him not to wrestle in the Southern Territories or else. Second of all, why would he want a job with WWF after setting fire to their ring?
Well, I set fire to the ring.
Imagine that turning up to, I want to work for WWE. What's the best way to get him to hire me? Ooh, how about I set fire to their ring?
Yeah, that'll ingratiate you to the higher up.
And wouldn't he be going to Vince McMahon? Like, if anything, he'd be going to Vince for a job.
Yeah, I mean, he would be the one to ask.
Yeah, oh yeah, well, keep in mind his recent lies after the whole, I wrestled Brock Lesnar after he came out of UFC.
So that's why Adele never became a wrestler.
Oh yeah, and he said, he said he's wrestled Shelton Benjamin. I don't think he's ever wrestled Shelton. Or Benjamin Shelton, as he called him.
No, maybe he did wrestle someone called Benjamin Shelton and he thinks that that's the same guy.
I'm not gonna make the obvious connotation joke that's there. But of course, right after this, he was called a piece of human excrement by pretty much everybody.
Yeah, I saw.
Also, apparently, his beer company is being investigated for something, so since Hogan is a part owner, while it's going through some controversial stuff, he might actually see prison time.
Oh, fucking hell.
I wonder if he'll say he can't because it was Terry Bollea who signed the contract, not Hulk Hogan. So Terry goes to prison, but Hogan doesn't. I mean, maybe we'll get another talk in court about him talking about the difference between Hulk Hogan's penis and Terry Bollea's penis. I know, Liz, but he literally did that.
Right, let's go kick his ass.
I was just thinking about I wanted to nail someone to a piece of wood. Well, let's go over there and kick his ass.
Sometimes I wish somebody...
No, let's not Gary Lineker this.
I don't understand that reference.
He's been fired from the BBC for very anti-Semitic things he was saying.
Oh yeah, no, I did read about that. Apparently he shared something without understanding what it was he was sharing, or at least he claims...
Well, that's what he's... Well, no, this is after a week of him... He has been saying some very anti-Semitic things for quite a while, actually, and it's been getting him a lot of attention. And in this one, he shared something comparing a certain demographic to rats.
Oh, good God. Yeah, that'll do it.
Sorry, my connection's starting to fuck up, so it's getting choppy, and I... Oh, no, it's kicked me.
Fuck. Alright, shall I tag you in again?
Tag me in again. Hold on. First of all, let me do my usual thing to make sure the network's fine, because that usually fixes it. Yeah, so there's no allegedly thing. He did this, and now
yeah, but
he's
you still got to say allegedly because we live in the UK and the laws.
I know. I'm just saying that he says allegedly he didn't know, but he definitely, allegedly did this. Although he's now claiming, well, I was planning to leave the BBC anyway.
Well, no reason to
Yeah,
complain about it then, Gary, is there?
No. I don't know, I've never really cared for him anyway. I've never been a football guy.
Nor have I.
Never really understood it. Okay, it's okay. Tag me in, see if this works.
Tagging in.
Haven't received it yet.
Right, okay. I'll try again. There we go.
No, there we go.
Joining.
Joining. Joining. Connected. There we go. God, I remember I remember for a while there was a guy who was giving away wrestling results early, and I remember watching the Riven Landon podcast where they had a character that was based off him. Oh, shit. Ah. That happened.
Yeah. Ah.
The guy would come on and give results that were very clearly fake, like that Billy Gunn was going to win the Royal Rumble. Hold on.
But Kiryu doesn't kill.
No, they're sleeping. That the loud boom made them, pass out. They were scared, so they went to sleep. Okay, now let's try not to land in the water this time. There we go. Hold on. I wonder. Well, that did a whole lot of nothing. You think your puny human weapons can hurt me?
I think the explosion exploded. I think the explosion killed them.
Oh yeah, circumstantial. They died of natural. Yeah, I'm gonna make a harvester joke right now. Really natural causes. Like there's a literal scene in the game where your character goes to see his girlfriend, and she's just a head, an eyeball, and a spine, and the cop goes, "Yep, this is my professional opinion that this was death by natural causes." Natural causes? You can't live without a head. Ow. Oh, you are gonna pay for that one. Okay, so is it bad that I cheesed that last bit with explosive barrels?
Nah.
No, I Count Dante'd my way through it, so it's fine.
Huh.
You only just know what that is.
I don't really.
The guy... I mentioned him before. Count Dante was a legitimate karate guy in Chicago who wore a cape, called himself Count Juan Rafael Dante, and was known for fixing his martial arts problem by using dynamite to blow it the fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
As said by one of my favourite Irish YouTubers, yes, Napoleon Bonaparte, who did his own version of Real American for Conor McGregor. I am a real Irishman.
Oh lord.
Yeah, he also did a video on CM Punk and why him being in the UFC was a stupid idea. Where you actually look at what the most basic MMA guy, like the lowest ranked MMA guy has in terms of qualifications, and what Punk had.
I mean, even Punk himself said, "What the hell was I thinking?" when he said, "I started training at 35."
It wasn't just the age thing; it was the fact that most people have like a black belt or something, and he didn't even have a blue belt in a lot of the stuff he claims to be trained in. Like, he was very underqualified, and he lost to people. He lost his fights to people who were very, very small fry. I don't mean like Jake Paul versus Tyson Fury's younger brother before he was even ranked in his own division. Kind of small fry. I mean, like, losing to professional bums. I have a question for you. This might not actually be the last thing, it might be the last bit before the last bit.
我々に近づいてきたのが岩見恒夫でした。登場界と採用界の構想を煽れるだけ煽ってほしいとね。
なるほど。その見返りに受け取った金でスターダストを買収したわけか。
彼は金払いのいい男です。こちらもその分の仕事はしましたがね。あいにくローは取り逃しましたが、息子のジミー・ローを殺したのも我々です。
何？
そうそう。あの達川君とも仕事をしましたよ。あの日、カムロ町で達川君が沢村遥を車で引いた時は、私もあの場にいました。
なんだと？
達川君が赤ん坊をさらうのを見届けるのが我々の役目でした。目的は今回と同じように、裕太君にローへの資格となってもらうためです。
なら、なんで達川は遥を引いた？
達川君はドジを踏んだんですよ。誰もあんな結果を望んだりはしていません。あの事故の数日前、達川君は広瀬の不在を狙って沢村遥の前に姿を現しました。身を隠していた彼女には衝撃だったはずです。しかし達川君は何よりもまず沢村遥に敵意がないことを示しました。組織に逆らってでも彼女たちを助けたいのだと、そのためにもっと安全な場所に逃がしたいのだと塩らしく訴えたそうです。その気になればいくらでも手を出せる状況で自分たちに手を出してこない。その上達川君は彼女に赤ん坊を連れてカムロ町に向かうよう伝えただけでその場を立ち去りました。そんな彼をお嬢さんが疑いきれなくても責めることはできないでしょう。
達川はなぜ遥をわざわざカムロ町におびき出した？
沢村遥が隠れていた集落は非常に狭く、ことを起こせばすぐ騒ぎになります。しかし、裕太君を資格として牢へ放つまでは、赤ん坊の誘拐を誰にも
I'm not having a good evening tonight.
No.
その点、カムロ町なら誘拐の舞台にうってつけ
What do you want to do?
Well, we might as well try and continue.
あの町では誰も気に留めません。
Emphasis
Wow.
there on
そしてあの日、カムロ町のある地下駐車場で達川と落ち合った彼女は赤ん坊と一緒に車に乗り込むよう言われました。その車に乗せさえすれば達川は彼女たちを岩見恒夫の下で監禁できたでしょう。
Jelly, I'm on
だ
teller.
からこそ沢村遥は
Okay.
その土
I
壇場で
loved the new WrestleMe thing. They were just coming up with British things for William Regal to have on a t-shirt. Oh, that would have been wonderful. Jelly, I'm on telly. Oh, bloody hell. Kick in the dick. Oh. Oh, my one weakness. Shit. Oh. In hindsight, I should have expected that. What is wrong with me today?
어떻게 된 거지? 타츠카와는 뭐 하고 있는 거야?
Say. Oh shit.
もしあの時彼女が車の衝撃で手を離していれば赤ん坊はコンクリートに叩きつけられていたでしょう。
I can't see
しかし
shit.
彼女は
No,
決
not
して
at
子供を
all.
離そうとはしなかった。母親の強さというのは大したものです。
そうか。てめえらがはるかを。
あれは事故ですよ。それに我々はただ岩見恒夫の指示で動い
You know who would have survived this? KK, Total Khan in his wheelchair.
お前がそこまで話す
Undefeated champ.
俺に殺される覚悟ができたってことか。
Oh, for fuck's sake, it's kicked you again.
ただあなたを殺してしまった後では何も教えて差し上げ
Do you just want to take the next hour until this calms
それで
down?
はさすがに気の
Yeah,
毒
we'll
です
see what happens.
です
We'll
が
see what happens, because I will say that next door is also doing a lot of work and it has been hot, which does, for some reason, affect the internet. I mean, it melted a candle. Imagine what it can do to the internet.
Yeah.
思う存分
Alright, I'm
殺し合いができ
playing,
ますね
setting the timer.
桐生さん
You're set to the timer. You know what this means, though? I can go get myself a drink.
Yes.
これ
I can sit back and watch this and slurp my Nessie nectar. You know, we make fun of like the British accent, like the silly British accents that exist in fiction, but you know which one we've never touched?
What?
Sleazy British, like, manager or like business promoter. You know the kind that's like, I'll tell you what, mate, and he's got like a cigarette, like a big old cigar, and he'll like call you on his little cellular, on one of those thick brick phones.
Yeah.
Well, it's got like a suit, like a suit, but the front of it's like the chest's clearly open, and I've got this job that is so fucking filthy, it will make your fucking pubes curl.
Okay, I definitely pressed the right button, but you got laid out anyway.
And a great avoidance of the commentary on that. Like, yeah, I'm not touching that. I'm going to talk about my terrible quick time event skills that I've said I've gotten better at, but I'm apparently worse.
No, I definitely did press triangle there.
Clearly, the game would beg to differ. Maybe the timing's a bit different for this one. Oh, come on, really? Right, sorry, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. What's wrong with me today?
待たせて悪かったな、ハルト。
キリュウさん、やはりあなたには私が自分の誇りにかけて戦うだけの価値がありました。あなたにだったら殺されても悔いはありません。
子供の前でそんなくだらねえ真似をするつもりはない。
いつまでそんな甘いことが言えるのか。岩見つね夫もロウもその赤ん坊の命を何とも思ってない男たちですよ。彼らはどんな手でも平気で使ってきます。それでもあなたは泥沼の殺し合いにどっぷり浸かりながら筋を貫いていくんでしょうね。あなたならいつか尾道の秘密にもたどり着けるかもしれない。
尾道の秘密か。何だって言うんだそれは。誰が何を隠している。
隠しているのは陽明連合会のクルス会長です。そしてその秘密をあの老人が独占していることにこそ広島の力の根源が。
お兄貴。キリュウの兄貴、ようご無事で。
Right, I'm back. Sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Oof.
ハルトは取り返してきたぜ、ユウダ。
ハルト。ごめんな。ごめんな、ハルト。怖かったよな。俺のせいでお前とお前の母ちゃんは。
おう、 やるぞも帰るぞ
The Jingguan Massacre.
反純義が撃たれた。
ああ、誰にどこから撃たれたのかは分からなかった。犯人はその後すぐに消えちまったようだ。
そいつもスネ夫の手のもんだろうな。しくじった反純義にけじめつけたってことか。
撃たれる前、反純義は尾道の秘密を隠しているのがクルス会長だと言っていた。西洋界のローも尾道の秘密を気にかけてた。その秘密ってのは俺らが思っているより岩見恒夫や西洋界の殺し合いに深く関係しているのかもしれない。
ほいじゃうちの会長が何もかも裏で糸を引いとるっちゅうことですかい。
いや、クルス会長とスネ夫の親子は別個に分けて考えた方がいい。
Sorry, I'm trying to think of other like British things that could be a wrestling gimmick that would probably only work in the UK.
どういうことです？
And my mind keeps wandering towards the chip shop boys. We get two big guys that are wearing football shirts, and they eat a lot of fish and chips. Or stuff from them. And what they could do is, like, as a heel move, like when they're losing, their manager can like open up a jar of pickled eggs and just like toss them in the ring so that their opponent slips on them. Or when they're getting tired out, or they fall out the ring. You know, instead of like giving them water or something, they just rush over and shove a load of chips in their mouth, and suddenly they're back at full strength.
Like the male version of the chip shop diva. I don't know what the chip shop diva is, Pete.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what he's fucking talking about either. I don't think anyone does. But you make him a tag team of like
Pete,
fat.
that's not a reference I understand, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to be politically correct about this as well. Two large calorie humans. That basically are powered by fish and chips. Like it's one of those things like when they, you know, like how. Okay, so you know, like when Hulk Hogan is being beat down and suddenly his adrenaline powers him up and he gets stronger and suddenly knows everything? Well, these guys, they get beaten down and they get tired and you think, oh, well, it's because they're fatties. And as they're lying down, their manager like shoves a bag of fish and chips and then suddenly like picks up a tub of curry sauce and holds it up to show the audience what it is and pours it over the chips and they just like ram this shit into their mouth and it's suddenly they're like invincible. Like the spiciness and shit just makes them invincible, and then they start their comeback.
Somehow I don't think that would go over very well in this day and age.
Well, look, I'm not saying again. Considering that my only other characters have been like the job center characters that have a finisher called the benefit cut or the sanction.
Oh god.
I know. But like, it's the way to make heels, really. Because, again, as I said, there's loads of people, or loads of professions and groups in the UK who are, like, natural enemies to the common British person. I mean, again, by that logic, you could also make, you know, the delivery men who never turn up for their matches. Or like they leave a note in the ring to say they've been there and you weren't there, even though you very clearly were there. Like you literally make a bunch of postman wrestlers who sneak to the ring when no one, and you know the guys don't notice them, and they just like leave a note and leave, and then run off. The everymen. It's either that, Ollie, or we go with like a faction of Tories.
I'm pretty
who
sure
are rich and entitled. Who are, by the way, to make it purely British and make it make sense, they are clearly like upper class and snobbish, but they lack anything resembling common sense. They're constantly having to apologise to the GM because they keep getting arrested or bringing unwanted attention to the company. What it means is, though, is that the faction can break up so easily. And they can do like literal press conferences like that one Little Britain joke with the MP that has to keep mentioning all of that he's clearly in the closet.
Yeah.
And acting as if it's an accident.
As far as I'm concerned, that is the end of the matter.
I reach over to get myself a Mori mint. Then all of a sudden, my clothes fell off, and I ended up inside the other man.
やっぱり自分の息子だって思うとなんていうか、こいつを守るためだったら、本当俺自分なんかどうなっても
I mean, the closest.
Because it's a TikTok thing. Okay.
Oh, okay. Then I definitely don't know anything about it. But I mean, at one point there was a whole thing where Colt Cabana was in a tag team with Joe Coffey. I think it was with either Joe Hendry or Joe Coffey. They were called Iron Jew.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Well, that would have been Joe Coffey. He was the Iron Man on the Indies.
Yeah, but they would wear like shirts that had like a mock of the Iron Brew logo. Because apparently that's the only thing people know about Scotland, apart from kilts, haggis, Loch Ness Monster, carber tossing, is the Iron Brew. I really need to send you some of the new Iron Brew down, because I'm pretty sure England doesn't have it.
No.
The Unicorn Tears and the Nessie's Nectar. It's a shame, because it only costs about $3.50.
そういうのを見てると分かっちまうんです。血のつながりってのに甘えることができなかった。
Okay, so the chip shop boys are off the table. The Tories are a maybe. Your reaction to the job centre characters kind of makes their point.
Yeah.
There's bound. I know for a fact there's already been a Brexit gimmick.
Well, yeah, Douglas Williams.
Oh yeah, Douglas Williams. Oh, what about a bunch of, pure gym guys that are constantly trying to sign people up to their extortionate gym membership?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun.
Be like aggressive Simon Deans.
同じことを考えてた。お前は自分のその意思をはっきりローに伝えろ。
Yeah, because I think we're long past the point where a Chav tag team would work, even as a heel at this point, because it's just a culture that's kind of died off.
俺とお前、二人
At
で
any
蹴り
rate,
を
it's
つけ
not
る
as
んだ。
prominent as once it was.
Oh god, nowhere near as prominent, because most of the people who were part of the Chav culture thing have had to grow up. And gone into various other states of, well, facing the consequences of their lives. Okay, so it wasn't the end. Okay, that's a point on me, down on me. So we don't get another one of the, don't you dare say we're almost at the end.
しばらく寝てろ。
Of course, by making these gimmicky things, I realise, wow, I'm just becoming Vince Russo.
おー、でかいな。
So I need to stop.
Oh, I think I found it. It was not marked on the map.
Oh, it's one of those, you run into it and it just happens.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, you gotta give Yakuza 6 credit. They created Onamichi, you know, the mascot.
Onamichio.
Onamichio. Like, they made, like, again, remember, I think there's a side quest about it in Like a Dragon.
Yeah.
Like where you can run, where you've got to find counterfeit merchandise because it's become that big in this world.
Yeah.
Like, I'm honestly surprised with how big Yakuza has become. Like, to be completely serious right now, like, the lack of merchandise for this series is disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, hear me out. Sega, I've always accused Sega of sitting on their own shit and just standing in their own way when it comes to money. I know the common thing is that they are incompetently run. But Yakuza's become bigger now than it's ever been. I mean, for fuck's sake, there's an Essentials collection for it now on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Granted, it is just like the first two.
Go see.
But that doesn't. But again, they'll make, like, obviously Sonic's their big money maker right now because the movie did so well, and the games had a temporary major boost. And they've started making action figures of Golden Axe. Though they have made it so they're only exclusive to Walmart. It's stupid. Like, they're doing a classics collection, which you know is not part of their usual thing, which is done by the same people who used to make WWE figures, by the way. Odd thing. But they're releasing things like the Revenge of Shinobi figures, like, in a wave, or they're releasing the characters from the IDW comic books for Sonic. But there's no Yakuza stuff at all. Like, the closest I saw was some pre-order stuff for Pirate Yakuza that looks awesome in Japan, by the way. There is a literal Majima pop-up pirate. Ollie, there is a fucking pop-up pirate in Japan exclusive that is just Majima.
That's cool.
Yeah, and you know the worst part is? I want it, but it costs a lot to import it.
Yeah, I imagine it does.
The point, Ollie, the point is, like, come on. You're seriously telling me that they can make loads of action figures of Sonic and stuff. They can do Golden Axe, but they haven't even made anything, not a statue, not an action figure, not even a plushie in the outside of Japan of Kiryu.
I know.
Can you imagine? Hell, do you know what would make money? And I'm embarrassed that I'm even saying this out loud.
Go on.
A Gorami love pillow. People would buy that unironically. Look, seriously, tell me people wouldn't go, yeah, that's a Majima thing, and yeah, I would buy that.
It says pop-up pirate. That's a throwback. It is.
It is, but again, it's a pop-up pirate of Majima. Majima is the pirate. It's a literal Yakuza branded pop-up pirate. I'm just saying that they have slept on the kind of merchandise they could get away with for this.
Yeah.
In a world where you can make the most detailed figures ever, I guarantee if they made a Storm Collectibles, who are like the people who do like the figures that have like the interchangeable hands and faces, they could easily do a Kiryu Kazuma that could easily pose to do karaoke or any of his poses and punches and shit.
Yeah.
They could do something like, oh, Majima, complete with accessories based on like the heat actions. I'm just, look. All I'm saying is, I'm just giving ideas. I'm giving you free stuff, Sega. Look, I'm giving you free marketing right now. With this spear gun, sneak to the end of the game and just harpoon the main villain through the heart.
Okay, that's a hell of a visual.
Yeah. See, they were hinting at Pirate Yakuza for years. Ah.
That was not under that shirt.
I know, but really, this is where you're going to question shit?
No.
I'm just imagining Kiryu in his gear, sneaking up to where the main villain is and just harpooning them through the back. Okay.
What?
I'm climbing up the sea. Sorry, they did a new. There was a new Viz thing where they did Evangelical.
Yeah.
And he was doing one of his weird things where he was talking about, people being too tempted.
Yeah.
By Lent because the priests were giving out chocolate to the children, and then obviously you know where this goes, and then he gives into his own temptation of of chocolate, and he becomes like a Jack the Ripper-esque character at night when he can't get his fix, so he keeps sneaking out and viciously mauling chocolate eggs out and leaving them partially eaten outside of stores. So yeah, they're playing like Jack the Ripper, but instead of like prostitutes he's murdering, he's like devouring poor innocent Easter eggs. That said, they did do a thing once with Victorian Dad where he got way too into the whole, oh god, the legs, like the legs of his table. And then he's like, quick, call me a taxi, and he puts on a cloak and top hat saying he has to go clean the streets. Oof. Oh shit. This one's certainly durable.
Yeah.
He's got fucking shark missiles.
Oh.
Keep in mind, by the way, you're not being beaten up.
Results.
You're not being beat. You're not being bitten or anything. You're literally being punched in the gut with sharp.
Okay, so.
どうじゃった？
難しいな。
初めてでこんだけやれりゃ上手
We might need a better gun.
桐生さん、今回の漁の方
I wonder if the pawn shop has
そんな
anything.
感じで漁の結魚を取れば取るほど金にあと今回潜った場所で十分ちょっと漁は難しくなるが
わかった。
それじゃこれから
おう、まさか。
Life takes you to strange places sometimes.
よう桐生さんよし
Now.
Go on, Ollie. Enjoy your time fishing. I can tell you, as someone who used to actually go fishing, that it's actually a very fun pastime, even if you don't catch anything. But you have a gun. Ollie, why would you need courage when you have a gun?
Okay, you can get other guns, but I'm not sure how you get other guns. Who needs courage when you have a gun? This actually feels pretty zen.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's what I was literally just saying. Fishing can just be really rewarding in its own way. Even if you don't catch anything. I used to sit on the banks with my father-in-law, God rest his soul. Just thinking about fishing and just chatting. We never caught anything, but he taught me how to cast.
Oh.
Oh! Don't do that! God, we need another burnt face, man. Although that last episode did seem very finale-like.
Yeah.
But then again, we've also watched him die in episodes, so...
Yeah.
Consistent.
Burnt Face Man is probably the least crazy thing he makes.
It is. It has been described as the most tame thing he's ever made.
I need a bigger gun.
I'll poke you all I want.
Please don't bother me, sir.
I'll bother you all. I'll annihilate you for crossing the path of Rockhead Rumble. Right, I'm adding you to my list marked villains.
No, cross it off. Don't put me on the list. No.
No. Oh, come on, you dickhead. You've been a dickhead. Not one. To catch a pervy bugger. But she liked it. That's not the point. It's still illegal. And she's had better.
I'll have the calamari.
Squid.
I've had
Ow.
calamari, it's not bad.
Oh, Kiryu, they sent us to war. We were just children. Every night I see the screams in my dreams.
Oh, Trigger says, and a bullet. Oh, we got a better gun. A bullet? A bullet? A bullet? A bullet?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't care about your penophobic Lord. I'm cross and very important.
I'm important and angry.
I love Tom Boss.
High impact spear gun.
It's public knowledge. So is that Miliband's foreskin, and I don't want that in my face either.
Huh. Okay.
I said book cloth, and then I walked out the room.
Okay. Is anyone else paying attention to the fact that he's wearing no breathing apparatus whatsoever?
Okay, so I'm going to do my Barky thing here. There's a character called Spec, who they mention his breathing ability, that, you know, the human brain and the human body can only function without air for a certain amount of time before it goes brain dead.
Yeah.
He's able to hold his breath for longer than is humanly, naturally possible. I'm thinking Kiryu's got that logic. At one point we are going to have to watch Barky just because I want to see your reaction to just how fucking batshit it is. Squid. Das ist Numberwang.
Das ist Numberwang.
D&D, but we... Oh god, imagine if you got the Numberwang dots and turned up for D&D.
200-sided die.
Roll your stats. How the hell am I supposed to measure that?
Okay, I think I need a better gun still for the shark. You don't seem to be able to get off enough shots before it gets you and leaves.
And you just missed a box in the reef.
Yeah, I saw it just as it went out of...
I know. Yes, I know. Yeah, he would, wouldn't he? That's... Who killed you, Albert Stafford? You can't tell your chief, he's dead. Closest thing we got to Naked Gun since, you know... Oh, nice.
Well, that was quicker.
You got him right between the eyes. Nice. Quick on. Hello, my name's James Bond. Not a lot of people know that.
Huh.
Yes.
I don't think anything we do in on stream is ever going to match our Mass Effect 2 stream.
Really?
Nothing will ever compare to just you reacting to me shooting Donovan Hawks stuff. Of course, that's if you remember the whole. Yeah, you were very insistent, like, look, we're going for a Paragon run, so don't do anything Renegade, and the one Renegade thing we do, you're like, yeah, you know what, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Shooting his stuff, just watching him, no! We destroyed, we destroyed his merch. Yeah. Bitch! One day you will kill that shark. No! Why won't it read?
Oh.
We got very close to that being a thing.
What?
I'm pretty sure last year we got very close to someone actually signing something away to the point where a company could actually do something horribly unethical because they'd actually signed it and not read it. I don't think it was quite the human Sentai pad. It was, but I remember something being like, wait, this is just the human Sentai pad episode. Part man, part bone, and part centipede. No, why won't it read? I don't even know how to read. Shall I eat the cuttlefish and asparagus? Okay, I eat the asparagus. It's an iPad and it's an iPhone and it shits in Kyle's mouth. He had very specific needs. You know, Cartman's Jewish wife might have had a point.
What did you say again?
She basically did not want him coming back to South Park because he became a better person as soon as he got away from Kyle.
Yeah.
He was a better man and everything when he was nowhere near Kyle because Kyle brings out the absolute worst in him. That's why it was funny because Kyle was just like, wait, I'm not the bad guy. I'm not the bad guy.
I mean, he's not, but also...
Yeah, I mean, it is a Cartman problem, but it is one of those things where, like, look, this person's clearly a bad influence on you, but, you know, not in the way that, you know, most people are traditionally in a bad influence.
Yeah.
Very much a, look, you behave a certain way. It's like when you have a kid who's, you know, who doesn't focus in school because he's too close to his friends, so they split you up. They split him up. Remember, there's 2 boxes down below.
I see him.
And there's one hidden in the reef. After the shark.
Motherfucker.
Just remember, keep an eye on the reef. Don't look at the box tickers. There it is. And another one behind it. Good, good, good. I think you got them all.
He'll be the head of news one day if we let him, which we won't. No, there was 2 more, I think.
Yeah, I see one.
And
I don't...
oh, fuck. Oh.
Okay, we missed one. Okay, Ollie. It's not the end of the world. Oh shit, it's a squid. If I know Japanese movies, and I do, this squid might end up becoming some kind of professional wrestler. Because of ancient curse. I'm pretty sure there's a Calamari wrestler movie. I know there's a lot of El Santo movies where mass professional wrestler El Santo wrestles a giant squid.
やったぜ。大量だな。
While becoming stronger.
Can we get a better gun anywhere, I wonder?
Hold on, I'll look it up. I know it's not normally the done thing to do. Yakuza 6 spear gun. Best spear gun. Oh, I don't even know if I can say this online. Oh wait, no, I can. I misread it. The Ahab's Revenge.
Right.
Let's see. Where do you get them? Hold on. Let's see. I don't know if it's a black market thing or. How to unlock all spear guns. Okay. Standard spear gun, high impact spear gun after completing fishing sub-story 47, high capacity spear gun after completing fishing sub-story 48, Kiwami spear gun obtained from Mama after completing sub-stories 41 and 46, modded spear gun after completing all fishing sub-stories and Ahab Revenge obtained from the black market merchant. Oh, okay, the black market guy, let's see. The black market guy you can meet... eventually, bartender will send an SMS... Okay, in order to get the black market merchant, you will need to proceed with the game after the bartender tells you of him. Eventually, the bartender will send you an SMS on your phone mentioning how the black market merchant said it's okay for you to visit him. Once this has happened, you'll be able to find the black market merchant near the safe house in Kana no Kobo. So apparently you've got to wait for some kind of call or text after you've spoken to the. Hold on, check your inbox. That's Troubler. It's in the center. Bartender.
I don't know, Kobo.
Yeah. He's in the vacant lot and he should have the Kiwami spear gun. Jesus, why am I always helping you? Easy answer, because you're my friend.
Yeah.
Vacant lot in...
Oh, Hana no Kobo, there we are. Oh, that's right near the pawn shop.
Yes, it is. So he should be around here somewhere. He'll be a guy in a black suit with a face mask. At least that's what the picture seems to show. Where are my flapjacks? So it should be around the corner or something. And no Kibo.
Vacant lot. Oh, there's a vacant lot. Or what looks like one.
Yeah, let's try there. Yeah, alright, let's try there. Now let's go steal their object art.
This doesn't look like it. Oh, unless...
Oh, もしかして桐生さんか？初対面の人間とはま、
そうなのか。
そういやあんた、実は場所はマスターから。
わかった。
さーて。
Ahab's revenge.
Might as well do your shopping while you're here.
Stamina Royale.
Oh yeah, you know what scene turned up in my head the other day, yesterday, that I just out of nowhere?
What?
Remember when we played Yakuza 2 and I kept laughing because I kept making those guys bow?
Oh yeah.
So I run back and just make them stand up and bow again.
Oh, I don't actually have the money for the parry talisman.
Never mind.
I don't actually have...
Oh yeah, you don't have enough for everything, but well, you need Ahab's revenge if you're going to do this, so... See how powerful this is in comparison. You might actually be able to kill that shark. Oh my god, it is Ahab's revenge!
Yeah.
Ollie, you just need to let go of your hatred of that shark.
No! No!
Completely different franchise, but yeah, sure.
They made Moby Dick references in that scene.
And the worst part is we discovered it through South Park from that one scene with Randy. Come on, I just want to go hang out with my friends and sing. Oh no! No!
I'll have to watch that scene again. But does he? What does
Yeah.
he break?
He like smashes like a shelf.
Okay, it's stronger than the stronger one, and it has better aiming than it basically has more of everything. 12 spears.
Why does it look like a musket to me? Jesus, this thing has all the ammo.
It aims faster too.
Oh, that shark's as good as dead. Soon, my dog of war. We must do things my way.
shark.
Bastard!
Gotcha.
Got him! You did it, Ollie! You killed the shark! Well, now all that vengeance is sated, are you gonna go like all full Azura and just be like, yeah, I'm calm now? You destroyed the universe! Yeah, but I'm cool now.
Oh, I still missed that boss.
Oh, time to kill the Emperor Squid. Shit!
Skull.
やったぜ。大量だな。
What?
A great white shark was worth almost as much as the squid.
You killed the great white? Nice. Well, this will make the fishing thing a lot faster.
Yo, Kiryu-san.
Yeah. Now, why haven't we unlocked...
I think we need to level up first.
There
Keep
you
in mind, you're only... There be whales! Yar. The shark took everything from me, even me butt. Ah, yar, the butt shark. Paint! Butters can never be clean. Must kill Butters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the funny thing is that they did have to apologise for that episode.
Really?
Turned out at least 2 of the people in that thing were actually innocent.
Ah.
Yeah, 2 of them were like that. That parent couple were actually innocent. Obviously, OJ wasn't. You know, they were. And there's that liar! Confess! That's what people would think when they looked at me.
Oh, I got the chest at least.
Ah, yes. And to my face, people would be like, oh, hi, but deep down they'd be like, murderer! You know what happened.
Level up.
Yo, Kiryu-san.
Yeah, we don't seem to have unlocked intermediate yet.
All in good time. Kneel before Zod. That's not your name, you speaketh with the forked tongue of lies. No, you don't want to go down that road. That road's cursed, you know.
As been done before. Why do you think it out?
I love that guy, and I just love that they don't name him. But all he exists to do is scare the people around him. Like, he was living outside of South Park, and then suddenly he was in Aspen.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden in South Park to warn people that their wives are being fucked by the UPS man.
Yeah.
It's been... Just... You don't have the stomach to do what you need to do. Just... Let him continue sleeping with your wife. Maybe he'll continue. Yes, yes, we know, but... The thing is, Ollie wants to do this. Ollie wants to fish. That's what people want. That's what he wants, so that's what I'm giving him.
I mean, if you want to try tagging in now,
I'll at least let you finish this. Since, you know, this is something, you know, this is something you've been wanting to do.
Yeah, I'd heard that there was an entire, like, spear gun fishing minigame in this game that I'd somehow completely missed on my first playthrough. Fuck, I missed that. Oh, well.
The sad thing is that this game's considered the end of an era thing, but with Yakuza Kiwami, Yakuza Dead Souls, if you actually watch the ending credits, that feels like it's trying to be like an ending to the series.
Yeah.
Premium, dude! Milk Men's Bar.
Milk, motherfucker.
God, I remember. What are you doing? Back in the ass. Milk, motherfucker.
Milk!
It's just such a bizarre thing to call someone. Milk, motherfucker. How you doing, fatherfuckers? Oh god, some of his skits were bizarre. Like the policeman threatening his daughter's 5-year-old friend.
Yeah.
Haven't I seen you smoking cigarettes outside the Argos? No, it's at your daughter's birthday party. Okay, we'll play it your way. You weren't at an Argos, you've never even been to an Argos. But the 18 one is of course the one. Yeah. Oh, and that's on the tank engine one.
My name is Pablo. Shago.
The happy shed. It is not even called that. Roll up. Come forth and see Mr. Manager. Orally in trains. That's a tear in his eye. No, it's me cum.
Oh.
I've got so much MDMA, I gotta start fucking you all in the face. Oh, by the way, Dungeon Super started doing new t-shirts, but it's being advertised in the voice of that dark elf.
Ah, so you know it's
drawn by me and Mrs. Soup, high on autism, so you know it's good. I'm tempted to get one of the shirts because I really, for some reason, I think you know which shirt I would want.
Yeah.
Watermelon. Oh no, I love that. I love the crossover thing he did with his paladin. That is clearly being cucked by the orc.
Yeah.
Because he did a very, very trigger thing where he pretty much said, "Well, oh yeah, well I've got a vow against killing." That's fine. It turns out you can do insane violence without the need.
It turns out you can go pretty far without going over that line.
Well, yeah, as long as the orc is still alive. Because I had to show Liz the one where he turned the banshee into bagpipes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's also another thing that was on his list.
Yeah.
Making a human centipede out of goblins. Like a lot of what he was planning to do was actually on his checklist from that.
Yeah, including the
bagpipes, banshee.
Bagpipes, and the succubus thing.
Oh yes, the succubus. I love the succubus one. I will not tolerate the forces of evil.
Begone, foul spirit!
I also love the fact he turned hacks into nunchucks. Go ahead, consume the elixir. Now I'm immortal. Good. I like my playthings durable. Eh? Run, bitch! Quart of lemon! Yeah, they never did explain why the banshee possessed him, but it couldn't control him.
Yeah. And then he walks into a big pile of salt without closing his eyes.
Well, to be fair, he as he said before when he was dealing with the Medusa, he can't go without blinking for days.
Yeah, but his eyes would have been submerged in salt.
Look, we're dealing with a chaotic barbarian that, you know, also swallowed a magical item and then crushed it with his inner bowel. In fact, to be honest, a lot of what he has, he should not, you know, be able to use. Like, he should not be able to do a lot of what he does.
Alright, okay, so I believe...
Okay, so you finished?
Well, I mean, there's a quest line there, but...
I don't know. Yeah, you'll save that here, and then you can come back to it in your spare time and... Probably with some of the stuff... I'll probably make a playlist of stuff for you to listen to in the background.
Yeah. Alright, so...
You know,
tagging you.
Like Early Bird.
And I fucking forgot to switch the player label over for my name when I was taking that second hour, but oh well.
Okay, you were me for a while. It must have felt good. How did it feel to be able to walk again?
I mean, not great to be honest. My knees felt fucked.
I know, right? Not everything it cracked up to be.
No, my knees are fucked, so I know how that feels.
Oh yeah, my knees are fucking terrible. Not as bad as yours, but
yeah,
mine are still pretty bad.
Soon you will see things more horrible than you can even imagine. Well, maybe not that horrible, but still pretty bad. Milik! What was that one Harry Enfield sketch of the guy that keeps trying to bribe people for things that aren't in their control?
Oh, the Yorkshireman.
It might be, but like, you know, where's my train to Captain?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think that's the Yorkshireman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he also breaks it, goes into the police station. He treats it as if he's actually like, you know, at home. And the policeman keeps trying to explain to him, he's in a police station. And he's behind the counter and he's not do that. And he's thinking it's his wife. Ah, I see what. He just keeps bribing him.
This shocking memory.
Here you go. You get this, and I'll get my train.
Everybody's empty.
Really?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's not calmed down, apparently. Alright, hold on, let me check. Because the problem with the PS5 is, as well, is that the slightest thing can make it disconnect from these PlayStation Network.
That's how we do it in my garden. Okay, do you want me to try again?
Okay, I'm just... Yeah, okay, I am ready to try again.
If it won't let you in, like, I don't want to take your turn from you. So we'll call it.
Alright.
Give it a short one, as we didn't start late today.
I suppose so.
My fault, that, sorry.
It's fine, dude, it's fine.
Did you get the share play invite?
Not got the invite.
こっちもいろいろ心配ですけど、そろそろカムロ町に向かいませんか？俺はもういつでも大丈夫っす。兄貴の準備ができ次第、すぐにでも行きましょう。
Try again.
Stop share play. Start share play.
Okay, there we go. Hopefully it works this time. I haven't slept in days. Okay.
兄貴。わかりました。
Squirt of lemon.
ユータ、まずはセレナに行くぞ。
Idiot! Get the fucking part of that shit!
伊達さんに安全な
Got
と
our
ころで
witch
確保。
hands off her. Ah, there we go. New Serena. Come on, don't do this to me, internet. Don't make this choppy for me, boffins.
Don't desert me, boffins.
Shaking more than being more jittery and shaky than erectile dysfunction with a snowman.
アルト君、久しぶり。
ママ、また面倒かけることになりそうだ。伊達さんは。
あの人に用ならすぐ呼ぶけど。
ああ、頼む。ハルと伊達さんに少し預かっててもらいたいんだ。できたらこの店以外のどこか。
え？
もしかしたらハルトを狙うやつ。
Okay, it's clearly not going to work for me this week, so you want to get to a point and then we'll call it.
Well,
let's just get through.
Nothing's really happened worth saving at this point, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. It looks like that's all the internet is going to let us do here on Mafia Monday. Join us tomorrow for Tondry Tuesday.
God willing.
God willing. Where we will be getting on with part 2 of Final Fantasy VI.
Oh God, yeah. We're in the end game of 6.
Yes.
The end game.
The end game. And if for some reason you haven't had your fill of us by the end of that stream, then fear not, because you can go on over to twitch.tv/eclectichawk. That's twitch.tv/eclectichawk, where we will both be characters in his D&D campaign. Where I'm playing a Minotaur pro wrestler.
We'll both be caricatures in his campaign.
And Mora here is playing a...
I am playing a Herringen Paladin.
Yes, Bunny Girl.
Bunny Girl, for those who don't know what that is.
Yeah.
And not the kind that you're thinking of. Get that smirk off your face.
The following night, I'll be back with Dan Murgatroyd for Tomb Raider. We'll be going through the next 2 Sherlock Holmes stories that we've been sitting on for like a fucking month, because stuff keeps coming up. And then Solo Saturday, where I'll be starting a Sonic the Hedgehog run. And then Assassin Sunday, where we'll be continuing Middle-earth Shadow of War. That's my schedule. Hope you've enjoyed it this week. We will see you next time.
Yes, your Shadow of War.